this video, we're gonna rank all the ELBAPH characters so far, who did good, who did bad, and all that before the flashback of Loki. And if you want another video for the characters that appeared in the flashback, write in the comments if you want that or not, and we can do another video for the flashback characters only. So let's get into the video. And before we get into the ranking, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you like daily One Piece content, because I'm sure you'll fall in love with this channel. And let's get into the ranking. And so we start with Luffy. Luffy is always and will always be the MVP of each arc. But with all seriousness, like, Luffy is a guaranteed MVP with every arc, so we gotta put him already in the MVP ranking. And we got some ranking, like the MVP, so far so good. We wait, because some characters, you know, at the start of the arc, like, they haven't done so well, but you know they will do. So, and you got to be determined, which is like the characters like some of the Straw Hats, like the Namis and the Usops probably. You got Meh and you got L. So, we got Zoro. Zoro, in my opinion, it's a wait, because we know that he's gonna eventually fight one of the Holy Knights, which probably, let's say, killing him, probably. So, he's gonna unlock a certain advanced Conqueror's Haki to be able to fight them, like with their regeneration and stuff. So Gaban probably will train, or like will teach Zoro and Sanji some certain type of like how to do an advanced Conqueror's Haki or such. So Zoro is a wait. We got Nami. Nami is to be determined, because we haven't seen anything yet in the arc. We got Usopp. Usopp is to be determined. Like, I can put him on Meh, but to be fair, like, Usopp and ELBAPH is supposed to be Usopp's arc, so we still gotta wait to see if it's truly Usopp's arc or not. So let's say to be determined. We got Sanji. Sanji is a kind of similar to Zoro. It's a wait situation until we see what they do with the Holy Knights and all that. So it's a wait for them. It's not so far so good, because they haven't done so much to put them in that tier. But Zoro and Sanji is a guaranteed GOATs, so we just gotta wait until they become one of the MVPs of ELBAPH arc, in my opinion. Chopper is just there existing. He doesn't do anything, so let's put him in Meh, because I don't expect anything from Chopper, so whatever. Alrighty, we got Robin. Robin with the moment of with Jaguar de Sol and all that. It's so far so good, because we got something really good from Robin in this arc, and that's what you expect from like the Straw Hats and such. Like, great storytelling, great stories that they have and all that. Like, making you emotional is one of Robin's specialties, so we gotta put her on so far so good. Frankie, I don't remember Frankie doing anything, so he could be in Meh with Chopper, but to be okay, we put him on Meh, because I don't expect anything from Frankie in this arc. I don't expect him or Chopper to do anything like so special, so yeah. Okay, Brook. Brook and Gonku is something that we gotta wait and see, because I genuinely believe that it's gonna be something so shocking and so unbelievably, like, it's gonna be insane for Brook. So we wait, because I believe that we're finally gonna see the human side of Brook, like when he was human, and like, because he said that he was a knight, like before being a pirate and all that. So the Gonku flashback is gonna let us finally see the knight side or the human side of Brook. So I'm so excited to see it. So it's a wait for Brook, in my opinion. Alright, Jinbei. It's just him watering down the trench of the tree, or the tree, for making the kids not being set on fire and all that. It was a good moment, but you would expect much more from Jinbei, right? So let's say to be determined, even though like we were kind of disappointed on Jinbei, what he's doing like in this arc, even though like I love Jinbei. Okay, Duri. Okay, let's get Duri and Burgi together and let's talk about them. Okay, so Duri and Burgi, I think they did what you would like expect them to do. So I think so far they did really good, especially the fact that, yes, now they turned into the demon, the dummy reverse of Emu, but quite frankly, like Duri and Burgi, they always do well, and they're always like a good feeling when you see them like in a certain arc. It's just good to see them, right? So I think so far so good. It's kind of suits the whatever like Duran Brugge did in this arc. Alright, Gerd. I think Gerd so far so good because we finally saw like a female giant that is kind of like unique in a sense, which she's a doctor and at the same time she's part of the like warrior pirates and all that. So I think she did her job so well. Like as a character, Ora did her really good because like everything I see from Gerd is just really good as a character wise. Like seeing finally a female giant and making her like a normal like female giant, and at the same time she has the traits of a really she has the traits of being a giant, so it's good in my opinion. So Gerd is so far so good for her character. Like it's not comparable to Zoro and Sanji because when you rank Zoro and Sanji it's based on them being Zoro and Sanji, you know, but Gerd like as a simple character that you get in a certain arc, which is like to introduce you in this island and all these like people, the people on the island, like the giants and all that. So I think Gerd for what she's like doing in this arc is so far so good in my opinion. Jaguar de Sol is definitely so far, he could be an MVP. Like I can't lie, he could be an MVP because again the Robin moment is just so special. Like bro, after 20 years, I mean not only 20 years in One Piece real life, like Robin was 8 at that time and now she's 28 or no, she's 30 now, so like technically 22 years. And at the same time in real life it took like I think 20 years for people who watched or read in his lobby at that time. So it's really fun situation that it took 20 years in the One Piece story and in real life. So this moment is so special. Like, and when Robin finally saw the man she considers as her father, and the way she put her hand like and Jaguar de Sol pretending to be dead because he didn't know what to do at that moment, like for Robin to arrive there, so he just pretended to do the thing that Robin saw him at the like at the first time in Ohara. So it was so special and so emotional. So he's definitely at the top of so far so good in my opinion. Scupper Gaban, he's definitely an MVP. Like okay, let's put him here. He's definitely an MVP. Like everything he's done in this arc and the way, like every time you see a Roger Pirate is just special, let alone like the left hand of Roger and everything he's done ever since his introduction. Like his character is so special and funny, and you know that he's definitely a key part of like how this arc is gonna be. So he's definitely an MVP, especially like his introduction with the keys, because Shanks told him like you can do whatever you want with Luffy. Like you can challenge him and you can see that Luffy is special, and he saw Luffy is special. Like ever since he turned into Gear 5, he was just like, okay, I give up, you can take the key. So he just waited for the Gear 5 moment to see the white form of Luffy. It's just special. Like Scupper Gaban's appearance, he's got like his appearance alone is just so special. So he's definitely an MVP of this arc. And like in the upcoming scene, like when we get back from the flashback, you just know that everything we're gonna see from Scupper Gaban is gonna be special. And him like absolutely destroying the shit out of Summers with his advanced Kankurizaki and all that, and his moment with Gonku, with Clone, his son. That was so emotional that I hate the Holy Knights, bro. Alright, Yarl. I think he's so incredible character. Like his addition to the arc added so much into the depth of this arc, especially the fact that like yeah, he is the oldest man in One Piece, but the idea of him kinda like the theories of him being a traitor and him being a main guy in ELBAPH, like they consider him now as the king of ELBAPH, and he was there at the very moment of Harold's death and all of that, like and all that. He's special. Like his character is so good, and in my opinion he added so much into the arc itself. So I think I really enjoy characters like these because it's really good to include some characters from the island itself or the kingdom itself, because they add so much into the depth of the arc itself. It just gives so much incredible vibe into the arc itself. So I think Yarl is definitely a great addition into the story and in ELBAPH so well. So I think I'm gonna put him he could be an MVP, I can't lie. Like moving forward into the arc, he's definitely has the potential to be an MVP. So far, let's put him so far so good with Jaguar de Sol and Robin. Okay, so we got two characters, Ripley and Cologne or Coron, whatever you want to call him, the son of Scupper Gaban. I can put him on to be determined, or we wait, because I know they're great characters, like especially Ripley. Like I know we could expect more from this character, so let's put her on we wait, because I know once we get back into the actions of ELBAPH with like Emu slash Gonku and all that, it's gonna be incredible. Like I know Ripley character is gonna add so much, so let's say we wait from Ripley. And with Cologne or Coron or Cologne, whatever you want to call him, let's say to be determined. I think he's done so well as a character, like as the son of Scupper Gaban and his moment and all that. Like he added so much into the story, or into the arc itself. So let's say to be determined, I think he did pretty well, like a pretty good job being the son of Scupper Gaban. Killing him and the rest of the whole, okay, no, I think they're different. Like I'm gonna rank them differently. So killing him, he's not, I'm not gonna put him as meh, like with the Chopper and Frankie's, and he's not to be determined, and he's not we wait, because I know once we wait, he's gonna get smashed by whether like it's Zoro or Sanji. So I'm gonna put him on so far so good, because as a Holy Knight and as an awful character, like he's doing his job pretty well in my opinion. I think he's doing, like, I think so far so good for killing him. I'm not expecting more from him. Like now I know his character and I know how powerful he is, so it's just about the Holy Knights themselves. So I think he's so far so good. Like I'm not expecting more of killing him as a character, and as power like wise, I'm not expecting so much, but I think he's gonna play a incredible role on making whether it's Zoro or Sanji finally like probably defeat him, or unlock a certain type of like Conqueror's Haki for Sanji, or like some advanced Conqueror's Haki for Zoro or whatever. I think he's gonna play a big role into that, whether it's killing him or Summers. I think the both of them will play that role. So let's get Summers in here. Summers as a character is definitely so much more interesting than killing him. He's a much more better like written character and much more interesting character as more than killing him. Yes, he's an absolute asshole. He's the absolute worst human being ever. But it's just a story at the end of the day, and we needed characters like these. Like there's a problem some people say with One Piece, that One Piece has no villains. Like every villain has a right to be a villain, or he's technically not a, he's a bad person but not a villain per se. But you got Summers, he's just a genuine awful human being, and it's good. Like including characters like Summers, Garling, these characters is really good, because you just get excited to see them getting absolutely smashed. Like you get the excitement of finally seeing them getting like destroyed, bro. You feel me? So like what happened with Garling in the previous chapter, with Rocks absolutely kicking his ass. It just feels good, and that's. These assholes, they just add so much into the story that you just root against them, and it feels so good. So Summers, I think I'm gonna put him the best so far so good in the arc, because I think his addition into the story and the arc itself did so much good. Like not I mean power wise, Gaban made him look like an absolute like shithole, like, but you'd expect that from the left hand of Roger, so it's not a bad look for Summers. But let's see, let's wait and see. I think Summers will fight Sanji, because it makes sense of they talk about love so much, so I think it makes sense for Summers to fight Sanji, because Summers has a weird relationship with love, and Sanji has the better like side of the loving love per se. Okay, so Summers is the best so far so good character in my opinion. And we go with Gonku. And okay, let's get Shamrock in here. Okay, Gonku and Shamrock. Shamrock, for the brief moment we saw him in this arc, I think he did a pretty good job, because he's just in and out. That's it. He's just the he's in. He's the twin of Shanks. He's out. That's it. Goodbye. He's the leader now of the Holy Knights. So I'm gonna put him so far so good, because like just the introduction alone of Shamrock as a character and him being the brother and the twin of Shanks is just so good. So like that alone is definitely make him like being in the so far so good caliber or ranking, and I can even put him like in the MVP, but that's just glazing at this point. Okay, so we get Gonku. Gonku is, I think in my opinion, she's the most interesting Holy Knight, with her relationship with Imu-sama and her relationship with Brook. Everything revolving around Gonku is just so special and interesting, especially the fact that she might not be a celestial dragon, even though she's they said that she's from the Myanmar family or whatever, but I'm not buying it. I think she's not a celestial dragon, so she's definitely an interesting character. So she's definitely, I could put her in the MVP caliber or ranking. If we're gonna consider Imu as well with Gonku, I think she's definitely the best so far so good, or an MVP. So let's just put her in the MVP category. And we go with Luki. If you're not saying Luki is one of the MVPs of ELBAPH arc, if not the MVP of ELBAPH arc, you're definitely tripping. So now the question is he the MVP of ELBAPH arc so far or not? I think it's fair to say that Loki is the MVP of ELBAPH arc. So it goes like this: Loki, Scopper Gaban, Gonku, and Luffy. Imu-sama, what the heck? So I think this is it for the characters that we saw so far. Like, I got some other characters like these, but I don't think I'm gonna include them because, like, who's this dude, you know? Like, I know this Angie, the teacher, and we got all, like, I can't rank them because they're just they're kind of like extras, or like I got Kuma and Boney as well, but I don't know where to rank them with Lilith and all these. So just for the love of these absolutely incredible characters, let's put him on so far so good. I don't want to put Boney aside, killing him, so let's go with Kuma and Boney. So far so good because we love them and we care about them, and I guess this is it. Like, the other characters in here, I'm not gonna rank them, but we got the other characters from the flashback. You got all the incredible characters, the Imu-samas, all these characters. Look at category, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so if you want me to do another ranking for the flashback characters only, so just write in the comments, and I'm gonna absolutely do it in the upcoming days because I'm doing a daily One Piece content. So like this video, do all that stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Wait, let me remove that for a second. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Mwah.